Hey everyone, Rob here from Gunfather Milsim, and today we're going to talk about training at home, or the training I believe you should do to make yourself a better airsoft player, whether you be doing CQB, Woodland, or Milsim, or whatever in between. Now, I personally don't really train with airsoft guns at home. I just don't. I have access to lots of nice ranges and shooting facilities, and I get to train there all the time, so I don't really see a purpose to it for me. Having said that, on my channel I'm always talking about, hey, you guys need to train more, you need to work on your skills, and I really haven't spent too much time really showing you how to develop those skills. So the first question we have to answer is, what are we going to train? Now, most airsoft videos I see on airsoft training, they're really not developing any important skills, okay? They call it training, but in reality they're just sitting there, they put some steel targets out there or whatever, and they do ready ups. They sit here and they go ready, up, bang, 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 and they shoot it and they come back down. That's fine and all. It is something. It is you're developing your ability to point shoot, which is essentially what airsoft is most of the time. But should I do it? Ready ups aren't very complicated, and you're not really developing a lot of skill. You're not really maximizing your training time, and you're not really developing a skill that's really going to help you a lot. Okay. Whenever I train, I always try to incorporate use of cover and angles and shooting from angles. The reason I do that is I find when I am most successful playing airsoft, it's when I'm using cover effectively and pieing a piece of cover carefully to only engage one target at a time. So the training that I think you guys should do at home is to practice angles and cover, and I'm going to show you how. So the first thing you're going to need is a target. I bought these. These are 8-inch aluminum pizza plates. I got these on Amazon, and they cost like $2.50 a piece. You can use whatever you want, but this is what I chose to use. It's pretty affordable. Got 3 of them, cut a hole in them, and I hung them up on a privacy fence in my backyard with about 5 feet between each one of them. The privacy fence is right next to a shed that I was going to use for cover. Now, if you don't have a building, it's no big deal. You can pretty much use anything as a piece of cover. You can even use just a skinny tree. It doesn't have to hide your entire body. You just want to use the edge of the cover to simulate working around it and maximizing the use of that cover. And it's great if you have a building, but if you don't, it's no big deal. So then what I did is I set up on that piece of cover, and I would try to engage each of the targets as quickly as I could while only minimally exposing myself to each target. In my opinion, this is by far the best backyard cheap airsoft training you can do, because it works use of cover, which is critical, use of angles, and then it works those ready ups I was talking about earlier before, which are really simple, but now we've kind of complicated things because we've added angles and cover into our training. Okay, now if that gets too boring for you, and I totally get it, you can start adding in some other stuff. You can start adding in reloads between each target you engage, or maybe transitioning your pistol or whatever. But I would encourage you, instead of doing a lot of reloads and a lot of transitions, focus on what you're going to do most 95% of the time. 95% of the time, you're going to be on cover, just engaging one target, minimizing your exposure. Focus on that. Focus on what you do most of the time. Also, if you're going to be using your airsoft guns outside, make sure you're in an area where nobody can see you, like your backyard with a privacy fence, which is what I have. You don't want somebody walking by or driving by and seeing you there and freaking out and calling the cops, and it's just a big mess. Be a good ambassador to your sport, and don't scare the shit out of other people while you're doing this. Now, I did a couple different videos demonstrating this training. I'm going to kind of put them in now so you guys can see what I'm talking about. That's all I have for backyard training. It's not enough to just upgrade your gun and upgrade your gear and think it's going to make you a better player. You actually have to invest some time developing your skills, developing your ability to use cover and use angles to engage targets. If you like my content, please consider supporting my channel. Buy some of my merchandise. All this stuff helps me put on more videos. Go to unsavorytees.com. That's where my store's at. Go under Unsavory Army and look under Gunfather Milsim. That's where you'll find my store. I sell slings, I sell patches like this one, I sell t-shirts like the one I'm wearing here, and lots of other merchandise. All of it does is a real big help to helping me put on more videos and making more content for you guys. Thanks for watching.